There is a building so iconic that it revitalized an entire city, pulling it back from economic despair. The Guggenheim Bilbao Museum, designed by renowned architect Frank Gehry, with its dramatic titanium, glass, and stone curves, and a budget of almost $100 million, did just that. Completed in 1997, this architectural marvel sparked a cultural and economic renaissance in Bilbao, attracting millions of visitors worldwide. Clad in 33,000 shimmering titanium panels, the museum's exterior reflects the shifting light, turning it into a living sculpture. Its 11,000 square meters of exhibition space flow between traditional box-like rooms and uniquely shaped galleries, all centered around a soaring atrium. This masterpiece reshaped the future of Bilbao and set a new global standard for how architecture can transform cities. But how did this one building manage to achieve what entire industries could not? In the late 20th century, Bilbao, a city in northern Spain, found itself in a dire situation. Once a thriving industrial hub known for its shipbuilding and steel industries, the city began to experience a dramatic decline in the 1980s. Factories closed, jobs disappeared, and unemployment rates soared. The riverfront, once bustling with activity, turned into an abandoned, polluted wasteland. With unemployment reaching nearly 35% in some areas and a struggling local economy, Bilbao was rapidly losing its place on the global stage. The city needed a radical solution to breathe life back into its streets and restore its fading identity. By the early 1990s, local authorities realized that revitalizing the city's economy would require more than just traditional industrial solutions. They needed something transformative, something that would not only breathe new life into Bilbao, but put it on the global map. A new economic engine was desperately needed. Amid this uncertainty, a daring decision was made to invest in what would soon become a symbol of the city's rebirth: the Guggenheim Museum Bilbao. This ambitious initiative focused on transforming the neglected riverfront into a vibrant cultural and economic center. The vision was clear: a groundbreaking building that would serve as both a cultural landmark and a driver for economic revival. By 1997, this vision became a reality with the completion of the striking Guggenheim Museum. The project was designed not only to showcase modern art, but also to revive Bilbao's reputation on the global stage, restoring the city's vitality and ensuring its future prosperity. Its opening on the 18th of October 1997 symbolized the start of a new era, keen to leave behind that gray, polluted, and decadent Bilbao. The result was nothing short of miraculous. The once declining city quickly became a symbol of urban transformation, attracting millions of visitors from around the world. In just the first year alone, it paid for itself, generating immense economic benefits for the city. This daring project would forever change Bilbao's fortunes, turning it from a declining industrial town into a thriving cultural hotspot. But what is it about this one building that enabled it to spark such a radical transformation for an entire city? The building's distinctive form, characterized by its flowing curves and dynamic structure, was made possible by advanced technology, which allowed for a level of detail and accuracy previously unattainable in architectural design. One of the key tools in realizing this iconic design was a specialized computer program originally used for aerospace engineering called CATIA. This cutting-edge technology made it possible to design the museum's complex geometry, which involved creating non-rectilinear shapes and surfaces. Every curve of the building was intricately mapped using CATIA, allowing the team to digitally render every twist and turn of the structure with astonishing accuracy. This precision ensured that each component fit perfectly. Without CATIA, the building's distinctive shape, designed to evoke the fluidity of movement, would have been nearly impossible to achieve. The software not only visualized the design, but also provided the construction blueprints, making it easier for builders to bring this architectural marvel to life. The steel framework that forms the skeleton of the Guggenheim was another feat of engineering. The building's exterior, which appears random and free-flowing, was achieved by connecting a series of steel beams that supported the titanium and glass skin. Though the final result looks complex, the construction process was simplified by breaking the structure down into more manageable components. Straight steel elements were used for the framework, and advanced advanced jointing techniques were employed to connect the pieces seamlessly. This allowed the museum's intricate curves and flowing lines to take shape while maintaining structural integrity. The use of titanium for the building's outer shell was a bold choice, made even more challenging by the material's cost and handling requirements. Titanium is known for its durability and resistance to corrosion, but it is also an expensive material. Frank Gehry's team originally tried a design with stainless steel panels. According to Gehry, the material looked dead on a rainy day. We tried everything with stainless steel. We beat it, acid-treated it to try to make the material more expressive of our ideas. But this did not work, explained Gehry. Fortunately, one day he found a piece of titanium in the studio, and he observed how it acquired a golden shine in the rain, which he found fascinating. He then decided to use the material in the project. The fortunate timing of the build, coinciding with the dumping of surplus titanium onto the market, lowered the price and made it feasible to use in the Guggenheim Bilbao Museum. The titanium panels, of which there are approximately 33,000, were incredibly thin, just half a millimeter thick. This not only reduced costs, but also made them easier to handle and install. The thinness of the panels allowed them to flex and shift with the building as temperatures and weather conditions changed, providing a subtle, shimmering effect that changes depending on the time of day and weather. One of the unique aspects of the Guggenheim's construction was the role local expertise played in shaping the building. Bilbao had a long history of shipbuilding, and the local workers were accustomed to working with steel and creating large, complex forms. This expertise proved invaluable when it came to constructing the museum's undulating forms, which bore a resemblance to the hulls of ships. Many of the techniques used in shipbuilding were adapted to suit the needs of this architectural marvel, allowing the construction team to overcome challenges that might have seemed insurmountable in other contexts. The locals' familiarity with metalwork and large-scale construction helped streamline the process, ensuring that the project stayed on track. Inside the museum, the structural innovations continued. The vast atrium that forms the heart of the Guggenheim was a marvel in its own right. Spanning multiple floors, this light-filled space connects the different levels of the museum with walkways and glass elevators, creating a sense of openness and fluidity that complements the exterior design. The sheer scale of the atrium required careful planning to ensure that it could support the weight of the upper levels without the need for intrusive support columns, which would have interrupted the building's flowing design. Beyond the atrium, the museum features 19 galleries, each designed to accommodate different types of artworks. The galleries vary in size and shape, with 10 of them being box-like and lined with limestone, while the other 9 feature more organic, flowing forms. This mix of gallery types allows the museum to showcase a wide variety of works, from large-scale installations to more conventional paintings and sculptures. The largest of these galleries, spanning 130 meters in length, was specially designed to house the Matter of Time permanent sculpture exhibition by Richard Serra. It would be impossible to display such work or art in most other museums. A flexibility in gallery design was one of the key factors in the museum's success, as it allowed for a diverse range of exhibitions that continue to draw visitors from around the world. The construction process was not without its challenges, however. One of the most significant obstacles came in the form of Bilbao's weather, which required the building's materials to be carefully chosen and treated to withstand the elements. The titanium panels, for example, were designed to resist corrosion and weathering, while the glass used in the atrium was treated to filter out harmful UV rays that could damage the artwork inside. Another significant challenge arose during the installation of the building's exterior cladding. The titanium panels, which gave the Guggenheim its distinctive appearance, had to be carefully placed to ensure that they followed the building's complex curves. Each panel was unique, cut to fit a specific spot in the building, and required precision to install. To handle this delicate task, the construction team enlisted the help of local rock climbers, whose experience with heights and intricate movements made them the perfect candidates for the job. This innovative solution not only sped up the installation process, but also ensured that the panels were placed with the accuracy needed to maintain the building's design. As the project progressed, the combination of advanced technology, local expertise, and creative problem-solving came together to overcome each new challenge that arose. Remarkably, the construction of the Guggenheim Museum, with a budget of approximately $89 million, was completed on time and within budget, a rare achievement for a project of such complexity and scale. The Guggenheim Museum is not only a masterpiece of modern architecture, regarded as one of the most iconic buildings of the 20th century, but is also a symbol of what can be achieved when technology, expertise, and vision come together in perfect harmony. The success of the Guggenheim has inspired countless other projects worldwide, but its impact on Bilbao remains unparalleled. If you enjoyed this journey, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Be sure to turn on notifications for more.